Okay, I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. I don't know why. Actually, I know why. My cousin just texted me and she's like, be proud, I'm started watching Supernatural. But anyway, that is not why I'm here today. I'm here today because, hey guys, book week is my favorite topic since band week. So for this book week, I'm suggesting books for you guys, and you might have read these books, but there's some books that I don't think most people have been reading, or that I know of that are in my school. So yeah, okay, let me get started. There is no particular, I just have a pile of books that I think might be good for you guys, or in my age group, or probably older. So yeah, let's get started. So I don't know if you see it clearly, but here. Alright, so it's The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. This book is amazing. It's been through hell and back. So yeah, what this book is about, I haven't really been seeing a lot of people read this in my school, but since last year. But this book is about an alien invasion, and it's about this girl named Cassie who is running away from these aliens, and she recently bumps into one, and yeah, the perspective changes in here, and Cassie is trying to find her brother again, who she promised to find again. So she's off to find her brother. So her brother is in this camp sort of, I guess, and he also meets some people in there, so you get to see his perspective as well. Yeah, and I know there's four different perspectives that I remember. Cassie, who's mostly the main one. There's Evan, who is the alien that Cassie meets. The third one is her little bro. The fourth one is Cassie's crush. If that doesn't interest you, I don't know how. This is really, really good. Yeah, it's so good. So good. So good. The next is a trilogy. So Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. Okay, you are probably dying like, what is this book that I do not know of if you have not read this book? It's about this girl named, I totally keep forgetting, Juliet. She doesn't think she's amazing or anything, but basically this is like in the future, and some people have developed these powers, and she is one of those people. She had these powers since she was younger, and now she was put into this jail kind of place, and she's been stuck and hidden. But recently she gets a new roommate who is eventually this guy who does become the love interest in this. So yeah, basically he comes in and he changes her perspective. So it's basically her and her gaining powers, and you don't know what's coming next. This is like the most amazing book. I'm gonna read the plot because it's good. It says, "You can't touch me, I whisper. I'm lying. It's what I don't tell him. He can touch me is what I'll never tell him. Please touch me is what I want to tell him. But things happen when people touch me. Strange things, bad things, dead things. No one knows why Juliet's touch is fatal, but the re-establishment has plans for her, plans to use her as a weapon. After a lifetime without freedom, she's finally discovering a strength to fight back for the very first time and to find a future with the one boy she thought she'd lost forever." It might look cheesy, but it's actually really, 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 really good. So this is the second. It's called Unravel Me, which is the second book. Yeah, I can't tell you what happens in that book since it's gonna spoil it. So Ignite Me is the last book, and it totally changes your perspective on everything, really, basically, and it's amazing. So this is actually a really good book, and it's been through hell and back as well. And this is called Origin by Jessica Cowrie, and let me just read the back for you. The jungle hides a girl who cannot die. Pia has always known her destiny to start a new race, a line of descendants who will bring an end to death. She has been bred for immortality, raised by a team of scientists in a secret compound hidden deep in the Amazon rainforest. Now these scientists have begun to challenge her with the goal of training her to carry on their dangerous work. For as long as she can remember, Pia's greatest desire has been to fulfill their expectations. But then one night she finds a hole in the impenetrable fence that surrounds her sterile home. Free in the jungle for the first time in her life, Pia meets Eel, a boy from a nearby village. Unable to resist, she continues sneaking out to see him. As they fall in love, they begin to piece together the truth about Pia's origin. A truth with consequences that are nothing less than deadly. I swear it's not like this all lovey-dovey. I mean, there's rare times where they meet. The rest is like her and like, it's so good. You question everything. I suggest you read this book, and it's so good. Behold, my book that made me fall in love. The minute I read the first sentence, and oh my gosh, it's The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. So basically this book is about Ruby. Yes, I actually remember her name. Okay, so this book is about this girl named Ruby, and there's this deadly virus that went around or something like that, and it killed almost like half of the kid population. And basically the people who did not die has gotten powers, and they're categorized as colors. So green is the lowest, orange is like the baddest, and there's in between like yellow and green. I think they're the other two, I think. So yeah, and Ruby here is hidden as a green, which is the lowest, but she's actually an orange, which has been totally like, the camps that she was sent to are owned, I think, by the government, who the government kills the oranges, the reds is another one, yellows and stuff. They kill the bad guys that they know that they will destroy. So yeah, Ruby has been hiding out, but then recently something does happen. They're getting closer and closer to finding out what Ruby actually is. So Ruby is now on a run, and she meets these peeps, which are awesome. They're amazing, and you get to see her adventures and trying to run away with these people. And they come from different camps. Ruby finds herself, and she's trying to control her powers that she is afraid of. So yeah, and she might find somebody else who's orange, but could she trust them or could she not? So yeah, the next book in this amazing series is Never Fade. The next series I'm talking about is amazing. The first book in this very amazing series is Eve by Anna Carey. I'll just read the flap. Yeah. Okay. Where do you go when nowhere is safe? 16 years after a deadly virus wiped out most of Earth's population, the world is a perilous place. 18-year-old Eve has been beyond the heavily guarded perimeter of her school, where she and 200 other orphan girls had been promised a future as the teachers and artists of the new America. But the night before graduation, Eve learns a shocking truth about her school's real purpose and the horrifying fate that awaits her. Fleeing the only home she's ever known, Eve sets off on a long, treacherous journey, searching for a place she can survive. Along the way, she encounters Arden, her former rival from high school, and Caleb, a rough, rebellious boy living in the wild. Separated from men her whole life, Eve has been taught to fear them, but Caleb slowly wins her trust and her heart. He promises to protect her, but when soldiers begin hunting them, Eve must choose between true love and her life. In the epic new series, Anna Carey imagines a future that is both beautiful and terrifying. Readers will reveal in Eve's timeless story of forbidden love and extraordinary adventure. what can I add in? It's basically and there's a second book, Once by Anna Carey. I totally forget if there's another book after this. I totally forget. I need to read this again. That ends this video. I know it was kind of long. I hope it kept your interest. I really hope that I helped to fill in your bookworms. And more books in my shelf, but I feel too lazy to get them. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Where do you go and you know we're I'm like, no, it's my baby. Ruby. I'm going crazy. This is so good. Yes. Okay.